regular season MVP twice. So Giannis took to Twitter to have some fun answering fan questions. He said his favorite city to play in on the road is New York, and Florida cities make him the most happy to visit. Okay, Marcus, I'll start with you. I co-sign on this. My favorite place to work is New York because you're all here, and Florida cities also make me the happiest. So I'm with him. Are these tweets something or nothing?
I would say nothing. As a player, the Garden in New York always was my favorite place to play. Like the energy you get when playing in New York and playing in the Garden is just literally unmatched, right? And being a guy that's in Milwaukee, when I'm talking about Giannis, when you get to Florida and you get off,
Let's get
you
that
get off the
vitamin D
plane
sunshine.
and it's sunny and you like, man, I can see myself here. Which begs the question, I feel like Miami is the spot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a spot.
Reading deeply into this answer, ask me anything.
No, nothing bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We know you are a big fan of Florida. I also think this is nothing. I think when you talk to most NBA players, the three cities they mention, New York, Miami, and LA, especially to Marcus's point, if you're coming from a small market. And I just think this was engaging. Now, I am fully aware that Giannis was probably smirked when he was answering these questions and was like, this is going to get him going. Because, yeah, it is. But I also think if there is any truth to New York, I don't know what the Knicks' flexibility is. They obviously are on an incredible run this year, but I think you got to look at Brooklyn as like a piece of this conversation. Now, I don't know how quickly they would be prepared to win, and I think winning is a big piece of whatever Giannis is going to do next. But if he can get on board with the timeline.
Yeah. The Heat need a superstar too. Stephen A?
Both of you are wrong.
Oh.
You're wrong.
Oh.
This is something, and let me tell you why it's something. Because if you talk to members of the New York Knicks, they certainly believe they have a possibility. And they believe they have a possibility for one reason and one reason alone. They think it's possible that Giannis will say he wants to be in New York. That's why. Because when you have a superstar of his magnitude, obviously, even though he has 2 years left on his deal plus a player option, if he makes it clear that he doesn't want to be a part of an organization, that's not a location you're going to move him to. And because that's the reality, you'll probably need a third team if it were to happen, because of the numbers involved and the players that the New York Knicks would give up wouldn't be enough, because what players would be enough for Giannis? But in the end, if this superstar, and he is a superstar, if this brother says, I want to be traded to the New York Knicks, and he tells Milwaukee that, and Milwaukee gets on the phone and tries to work out a deal with the New York Knicks, it most certainly could be done under those circumstances. Those are the only circumstances it could happen. It can't be where they competing against a bunch of people. No, it has to be Giannis like, I want to go there. And they believe it's possible he may say that.
What about the
So
Heat?
to me, it leaves it open. Well,
What
of
about
course,
the Nets?
Heat is,
Are those
Well, the Heat,
possible?
no, not the Nets. The Nets.
Why? It's
I
Brooklyn.
gotta disagree, right? I think the Nets can possibly be
If
there.
Giannis says it.
But I don't. It's not Giannis.
That's what I'm talking about. What
Milwaukee.
Giannis gonna say?
It's
If Giannis coming to New
Milwaukee,
York,
though.
he ain't going to Brooklyn.
So it's Milwaukee. What if they don't want the? What if they don't want the assets that New York coming up with? What if they want to blow it up and start it all over?
No,
and
wait.
they say, well, Brooklyn has.
Everything is predicated, Marcus, on Giannis saying where he wants to go. That's
So
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
wherever he says
Yeah,
he wants to
trust-
go, that they're going to send him wherever, no
They'll
matter
try to
what
work
the
it out.
package is.
He should
I
go to
don't-
New York or
I
Florida.
don't think they just
I
go.
don't say that. I'm not saying they
He
don't
should
get
go
what
where
the package
he
is.
should go where it makes him
They got to
happy.
make sure they get an equitable package.
Hey, I got to do ask you this question. So if y'all get to the finals, no, just say if New York win the finals and Giannis say I want to go to New York,
Now-
are you changing that team and getting Giannis?
Good question,
Good
Marcus.
question.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I would
my
too. I
apologies.
just wanted to see what you were going
My
to say. I would.
apologies. My apologies
You were good with your
to
superstar.
anybody. My apologies outside of Jalen Brunson. My apologies to every player, every assistant, every manager, every equipment manager, the custodial workers, the security guard and security is always good to me. I love them. I love all them brothers. Damn it, I'd give up myself for Giannis to be in New York if it mattered. I mean, I don't give a damn what it is. Giannis,
So it's not about championship.
Giannis in New York?
Answer, Monica.
So is it about championships or is it about Giannis?
July?
No. I'm saying to you, Giannis will come and win one.
We need June to happen because we need to know what's going
I
on.
agree
'cause
with
this
that,
is
too.
just the first domino that would be falling.
Sure.
By the way, Monica,
Yes.
You're a
I
vet
act
at this
surprised,
point, but I've been
I
around.
don't know about this one, though. Giannis said in one of those, Lou, that New York is his favorite city to play in on the road. Whose is it not,
Yeah, it's
Lou?
not this.
Is this giving away anything?
No, it ain't giving away anything. You know, we're going to highlight what we want to highlight. In that same Q&A, he also said he liked the Florida cities as well.
Florida
does that
cities
give-
is
What's wrong with the Florida cities?
Tallahassee.
Louis?
Like,
No,
which cities?
That's what I'm saying. So does that give Orlando a play? Does that
No, because
he just should have said Miami.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about Orlando.
He
Stop
said
it.
Florida cities. We can't make up his mind
No,
for
we
him.
can't
That's
without.
what he said. He said Florida cities with an E and an S at the
It's a
end.
lie.
The only thing that's interesting is obviously the big rumors are that he's either the Knicks and the Nets are in play. So
But
the fact that
it's
he's
not gonna
doing
be.
this Q&A saying these are his favorite cities to go to, the timing is just weird, but like, duh.
Look at us being media guys.
Whatever.
He just did it. All of us get on a plane and have a glass of wine and want to pass some time, and we do a Q&A from time to time, and just to have some fun with the fans. But obviously, we're going to highlight
right?
what we want to highlight, man. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about. We heard New York, but he also said a lot of stuff. I don't give it too
Yeah.
much mind. I don't know if he's playing mind games or trying to make a statement here with this
He's
Q&A.
having
I don't
fun.
really read much.
Sometimes you need a little ego boost when you're feeling down on
You need to be
a
courted.
attention. Something.
That too.
Yeah, I need
That
attention
too.
sometimes too.
Oh, buddies.
Yeah,
What's going
that
on
too.
here? Yeah, you
He
want to
also,
feel
if you
pretty
see the
again.
whole Q&A too, he did talk about Milwaukee
Oh, wait.
and like the Brewers and like, so he did a little bit of everything. I just think the timing of it was a little interesting.
It's weird because Michelle Denise Beadle said over a year ago that he would be a Knick at some point, so that could happen. But now I've already committed to the Spurs thing. So
What's the
that's-
timing though? I'm
that's not happening.
curious about the timing.
It's
Like
just
he
the
can do
rumblings
something
about,
it
you know,
right
the
now.
Nets or the Knicks or
He was
him
in New
leaving,
York
him
the
unhappy, and then you
day
do it, and then you Q&A, and yeah, you go to New York the day after, and now you're saying New York's your favorite city.
It
like,
is.
it's just a little interesting.
It would have
So
been
we're
more
skipping
interesting
over-
if he
we're
said, like,
skipping over the Florida part, right?
yes, we are. Well, yeah, because once you say Florida cities, you took
Yeah, that was a
the
little
validity
passive
out.
aggressive.
Yeah,
You would have said Miami, I would have been like, ooh, maybe.
no state tax, though. We do understand what he means by that. There's an anonymous Eastern Conference executive says.
Anonymous, next.
No, I like this.
Who
Was a good one.
cares?
Yeah,
put your name on it.
No, but this is positive. That if you
address
put
on it.
Giannis on the Spurs with Wemby, they would be the favorites to win the title. Do you agree?
That got you excited over there, huh?
Yeah, it did.
That'd be really tough to score in the paint, but luckily that I shoot 3-pointers. That wouldn't affect me playing. No, but
Chandler, let's boycott. We're not giving no anonymous sources.
Yeah,
any,
say less.
Guys, but it's
hey,
positive. It's a positive one.
boycott. We don't care.
Fine,
We're
make up a name.
boycotting. Put an address on it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a dangerous team. and
Okay,
get
I was
that.
going to say, how about the sentiment? Do we agree with the sentiment?
It would be, yeah.
We
Like,
boycotted
like,
for
if
3
I, like,
seconds.
if you, all right,
Yeah,
yeah. Sham said it, I would be like, yeah, okay, this is a nasty
not
team.
an
De'Aaron
executive.
Fox, but I don't. That's why I don't like it when you don't put a name on it. But Giannis with Wemby and